Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Outside Barnes. Back to Fox. And stolen by Jackson. The three is up. They get it again. Wembanyama.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Craig Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. Onto the Kumbo, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
Now, Wembanyama. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep. 4 on the clock. It's good. Wembanyama's got 31 points.
And standing easily over 7 feet. Whenever he gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit, be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Allie, thank you so much. Now here is Hardaway. Following the miss shot by De'Aaron Fox. On the wing, Christie. Over Prince. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Wembanyama, that's for 2. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. Prince outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Prince has got 9.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Here's Fox. That one drops for him.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
To the paint. And to Antetokounmpo.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
In the corner, Castle with it. Spins. The kick out to Barnes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Bucks trailed by 2. Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
19 seconds left in the first quarter. Wembanyama outside. Poked away. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Outside Turner. Over Barnes. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Outside Porter. Porter's for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
It's up a three. Hits the three-point bomb. Portis has got 8 points.
He's found his game in this second quarter, looking very assertive now.
It's Fox with the drive. Oh, three ball, Wembanyama.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Portis inside the three-point line. Wembanyama looking it over. It's Fox with the drive. Pass to Christie. Clock at 6. Wembanyama outside. The three-pointer no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Porter with it. Now guarded by Fox. And Green gets it to go.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Wembanyama for three. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bucks trail. Chang with the ball. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. To the inside. Pass to Wembanyama. Easy work down low for Wembanyama. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Here's Christie. Off target with his three. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. They host the Clippers after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Sinks the triple. Portis has got 6 here in this quarter.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. San Antonio leading. .112 left in the first half. Cornette can't get it to go. Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo. Strong finish.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Harper with the ball. Outguarded by Giannis. San Antonio again missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bryant outside. Pass to Champagny. 6 to shoot. Out to the wing. Shoots from the corner. No good. Shot missing.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Here's Giannis. Giannis making his presence felt down low.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Spurs trailed by 6. The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer. Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
Cornet can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 6. Giannis driving to the rim. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
Pass to Harper. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Cornet can't get it to go. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 7. Stolen by Jackson. Fast break, Milwaukee. Prince wide open. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Prince has got 9.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Prince outside. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pass to Castle. Now Christie. He has 6. Inside. Wembanyama. Off target at the rim.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox, he said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
1 made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
He's doing everything he can, though he might have to do even more.
Pass to Hardaway. Fox with the steal. For the finish. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
And here's Giannis. Outside Jackson. Misses the 3. Outside Fox. Here's Wembanyama. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. 1:05 left to play here in the third. Pass to Porter. Here's Green. Launches a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Green's got 11 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And here's Chang. Outside Portis. Porter looking it over. Here's Chang. And finished off by Chang.
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
Spurs trail by 10. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Down low. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Harper, no good. And the wide open shot from Green. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And just when it looked like the third quarter was over, that happens. They pin 3 more.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Bucks leading by 13. Outside Porter. Pass to Chang. Over to the left wing. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Fox. Great D that time from Portis. To the left side wing. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to Chang. Shot clock at 6. Outside Portis. No good with the triple. Spurs trail by 19. Here's Wembanyama. Now, here's Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And so much for repeating the 3-point barrage put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
In the corner, Castle with it. And the 3 off target. Bucks leading by 19 with the drive. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Chang inside. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Back to Wembanyama. Barnes outside. Out to the right wing. They need this one. Count it!
And this kid has all the confidence in the world. Wembanyama stayed under control just in time to beat the clock.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
So it's the Bucks now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Spurs trailed by 19. Here's Fox. And it's good.
Yeah, I like the way Fox uses his wiry frame there. I mean, even when he's getting knocked around and jostled about, he maintains control and still gets the job done.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Missed on the three. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 16-point game.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Milwaukee.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And guys, because they play in different conferences, this is the last time these two will face off. It has to feel good getting a clean sweep here, finishing the season series 2-0 against the Spurs.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
He was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
Nasty move. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
Hardaway, no good. Here's Fox into the lane, and he banks the layup in. Now here's Hardaway. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get
Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA this Saturday afternoon. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Now, here's Hardaway. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid.
Tell you what, if you let Wilt get the ball there, that's the poster shot you can expect.
You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title, Clark.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats.
The three from Prince. Another shot. It's Prince on the wing. And stolen by Hardaway. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And we're about a minute into the first. And here's Lillard. And the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked him about facing a talent like Damian Lillard, and Coach said, "We know Dame is going to be a handful. He always is. He has unlimited range. He's terrific at shooting off the dribble, and if you press up on him, he'll go right by you. He is a difficult cover, to say the least." Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. And it's the Blazers with the ball. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Lillard looking around. There's a screen by Kamara. Just 4 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It seems like we're still in Dame time here in the NBA. Lillard is as efficient as ever, Clark.
Well, B.A., we're talking about a guy who scored 70 in a game before. Lillard can show you and give you some all-time scoring nights. I mean, that's how you get your own time zone, by doing what he's done throughout his career.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Antetokounmpo, right side. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Lillard with the bucket.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Antetokounmpo outside. Driving in. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
It's almost illegal. Somebody as big as Giannis shouldn't really have that quick of a first step.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Count it. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensive.
And here's Turner from the arc. Holiday grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Chamberlain. Now Holiday, defended by Hardaway. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
Sharp goes in. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, stolen by Turner. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you can tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Grant the screen. Pass to Chamberlain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Turner. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J.
Well, in the way the game is played in this day and age, it really is beneficial to have a big man who can stroke it from deep. And Turner is definitely of that ilk.
Lillard outside. Will it go? Back to Grant. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. The shot won't fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. 11 points in the quarter. He's on. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Brian?
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
When you watch Bobby Portis, he's extremely physical, but he can also space the floor, Clark.
Yeah, I like that combination, B.A. It makes him a unique matchup and a tough matchup. I mean, one play he's thumping and bumping you around, and then on the next play, he's knocking down the 3, and he's doing it all with great energy and intensity.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Hey, there has never been a question about Porter Jr. as an athlete. He's as good as it gets in that regard. And he's got speed, too. He can really motor.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Chamberlain. Portland again missing. The Bucks leading by 8. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Jang. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Pass to Chamberlain. And that one is stopped right through.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Back to Jang. Takes it inside. Off target at the rim. Blazers trail by 8. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Porter with the steal. Floats one. And he lays it up and in.
Beautiful teardrop from Porter Jr. That's really tough to stop.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Sharp up top. Still without a bucket. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Portis.
Look, the intentions were good. I like the unselfishness, but the execution, a lot to be desired.
And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Bucks leading by 10. There's a screen by Turner. Portis, right side. The three-pointer off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the middle. Here's Klingon. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. Portland shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Hardaway with it. Guarded now by Klingon. Outside Hardaway. Portis outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Outside for Grant. That three's off the mark. Milwaukee leading by 9. The three from Prince. And Klingon pulls it down. Inside. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill.
And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
8 seconds left in the second. Here's Lillard. Inside, Dame gets it to go.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bucks ahead, leading by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And Taurean Prince has played for a number of teams so far. He's handled each experience like a total pro, Clark.
Yeah, that's the impression I get, B.A. I mean, he's somebody that welcomes every new opportunity in this league. Plays with a maturity and joy that helps any team. He's just a basketball player, understands his role, and relishes that wherever he is.
Such a unique player, Clark. Miles Turner. He's both a floor spacer and a rim protector.
There aren't too many guys like that in the league, B.A. I mean, those are two very distinct skill sets, and to have them in one big guy like Turner, that's certainly something you relish and appreciate.
Chamberlain. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Back to you.
A new wrinkle. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
Hardaway with it, and Kamara picks him up defensively. To the paint. Back to Holiday. Lillard outside. Plenty of space. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Lillard's got 11 points.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Pass to Turner. It's stolen by Holiday. Now the Blazers on the move. Back to Kamara. Lillard left side. They set the screen. Over Prince. And it falls all over the rim and in. And now just a 1-point Milwaukee lead.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
6 to shoot. Here's Lillard. The rebound by the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Pass to Turner. Takes the 3. And the three-pointer goes. And now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
Well, Clark, the Bucks certainly need to rebuild on some level, but they don't control their own draft pick until 2031.
And BA, that certainly makes things complicated and more difficult. A losing season won't do them any good in terms of the lottery. They've got to do their best to stay competitive while developing their young talent. That's a really difficult balancing act. Look, running offense through Dame, that's usually a good idea.
And out of bounds, the Trailblazers will take it. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, BA. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Blazers trailed by 5. Henderson scanning the floor. Pass to Klingon. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Now when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Open shot, Grant. The putback. Tries again. Oh, nice shot by Klingon. Klingon's gotten a second bucket on the night.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Henderson misses. Order in the post. It's hauled in by Henderson. Oh, deflected. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Porter with the steal. And that's not going to go. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Bucks on top, leading by 3. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Milwaukee leading by 5. Turner for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Turner's got 12 points in just the second half. Now here's Henderson. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
Antetokounmpo looking it over for 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
A nice shot by Klingon.
And Klingon just owns the middle.
To the inside. Hardaway. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Hardaway. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And a new group getting ready for Portland. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. The guys expect the pace to pick up.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Lillard with the bucket.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Down low. And then Turner with the dunk.
Boy, games like this really show Turner is the full package. When he puts it all together, it's special.
Lillard. Free ball from Lillard.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, those hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
Here's Lillard. Puts up the tray. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Very few shoot the 3 ball as well as Lillard does, so you want him taking those shots as much as possible.
Blazers trail by 8. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Outside Sharp. From deep. Here's Lillard. He launches. Cash from downtown.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
Outside Hardaway. Now on to Kupo. Outside Sharp. Now Lillard. From deep three-point land. And he powers it down. One-handed.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And he slams it down.
Hey, Lillard has the passing skills you like to see in a guard, and you can trust him to make the right play.
Another shot. There's a foul. It'll go on to Monty Kamara. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Now on to Kupo. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's out of the Kupo. Too much Giannis.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that. Somebody really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
It's not over yet.
Now on to Kupo. Oh, don't let Giannis in.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Lillard fires. Fires the three. Ooh, the three doesn't go. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll get right back to the action. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Outside Kamara. Lillard outside. He takes it in. Ooh, Lillard Lillard takes the hit and scores.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, he jammed it.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Lillard outside. Beyond the arc. And he nails it.
Beautiful dime from Lillard that time. Good eyes there.
Now Antetokounmpo. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Outside Lillard for 3. Money from 3.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still. Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And that's a veteran move by Lillard to see the D closing and get the shot away.
Let's loose for 3. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Oh, he can't jam it home. Bucks trail by 6. Antetokounmpo. Oh, no good on the layup. Lillard right side. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Lillard. High post Klingon. A one-handed jam, rocking the rim.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lillard outside. From downtown, the 3 is in.
Excellent decision by Lillard, electing to kick it out for the triple.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
Portland ball.
So the Trailblazers win it. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.